Welcome back to FTL everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games. Quick recap of where we left off. We left off at the end of Sector 3, our first nebula. We encountered an awful lot of ion storms which halved our power. We had to make some very clever decisions in swapping our power between all our various systems. On the subject of systems, we've ended this sector with an ion bomb, which is one of the best weapons in the game. We also found a breach bomb Mark II, but sold it because we decided that the ion bomb is probably better. It's more power economical anyway. We didn't get anything else. We sold our combat drone right at the start to buy the ion bomb. Didn't get any more crew. We did upgrade our crew teleporter and get a third shield bubble. We got a couple of crew kills, a couple of them from teleporting on board the ship with the crew teleporter. We've got a decent amount of scrap in the bank. We ended the nebula with a decent amount of fuel. And we're about to visit Sector 4, so let's go. Said the plan was do this and then come down here and hit the stores, which is good because we've got enough money, so let's go. You've arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, straight away, a store. We do have 80 scrap, but I'm not sure if we want to go there straight away. We could do a couple of pings and then the store and then come out this way, so I think we'll do that. You arrive near a small fleet of civilian NG ships. A simple decryption and translation of their comm frequency tells you that they are having frantic discussions about something obviously troubling them. Let's message them and see if we can help. Slightly shocked at your question, the leader quickly responds, "Declined offer with apologetic gratitude. Topic of discussion, private matter. No concern of Federation." Well, nothing happened from that. Let's get to the next one. The enemy fleet will be moving at regular speed now. A settlement still loyal to the Federation hails your ship. They have prepared a weapon to aid your escape from the rebels. We'll get 23 scrap and a Hermes missile. I'll be selling that at the store, which is exactly where we're going now, because here comes the fleet. An NG ship hails. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Nice and logical. I do love the NG. We do have some drones on offer, but not a defense drone, which is quite annoying. We do have some weapons on offer. This is a hail bomb. This heals your guys either on board your ship or on board the enemy ship, but we have a med bay and a working teleporter, so we can just bring our guys back and heal them ourselves. Burst laser Mark III. Costs an absolute ton. Takes 20 seconds to charge up. Requires 4 power, but does fire 5 shots. Completely impractical really, unless you're given it. I'd never buy one. Let's sell the Hermes, because I don't think we need it. We've got the ion bomb. We are going to buy all the fuel. I think our weapons loadout is good enough. I think we will save our scrap and continue the hunt for the next store, because that was one store. There's usually 2 or 3 in civilian sectors, so let's press on. A cluster of NG satellites in orbit of a nearby planet are the only clue the mechanical species was ever here. You have other places to be. Empty ping. Yeah. Right on cue, another store. Good planning. A message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realise it's just an NG trader looking for a trade. Let's see what he has. Oh yes, some good stuff. This is an augmentation I would like. The reverse ion field gives us a 50% chance to ignore enemy ions, but it does mean we're going to have to sell one of these. I think I'm going to sell the FTL jammer. We've never had a point apart from Sector 1 when the enemy was close to escaping and we didn't have all these weapons back then. So let's just make some room for it here and buy it. That's that installed. We still have 80 scrap remaining. This is a hull laser. Takes 14 seconds to charge, does 2 shots, and it does double damage on empty rooms. They have a pretty good chance of doing a breach as well. Ion Blast 2 is extremely powerful. Charge time's only 4 seconds, does 1 ion damage every time it hits. Theoretically this can strip off any number of shields over time. Not sure we need it if we have a weapon pre-igniter. Mind you, the hull laser would be a nice thing to have in a weapon pre-igniter ship, so we can fire 3 shots from the burst laser 2, 1 from the heavy laser 1, and 2 from the hull laser 1. Instantly fire 6 shots at the start of a fight. That could be pretty good fun. Right, let's do that. Otherwise we're going to have to buy another weapon power to be able to turn this on. I have to depower the ion bomb and take power from something else. I could just do that. That's 5 shots in total now. Instantly. Yeah, that's quite a good plan. Right, let's have a look at this distress beacon first, because it could lead us on a quest up here, and we need to do it quickly to give us enough time to get up there and then back down to the exit. Or the quest could be next to the exit, we just don't know. Might not even be a quest. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to manoeuvre through the field. Let's hail them and offer assistance. They respond, "Help, our shields are dying and we won't last long." We can try and shield their ship with ours. We can avoid the risk and leave, or we have a blue option. We can use the teleporter to beam them aboard our ship. Let's do that. They reluctantly agree. Once aboard, you watch as their ship crashes against a massive rock. They thank you, but say, "I don't know what we'll do without your help. As the captain, I feel obligated to help you with your mission." So, we have a new crew member from that. That's rather good. And here's an NG. As I said, NG are extremely fast at repairing things. I think we just put him indoors and leave him there, because then everyone else can stay at their workstation and the NG can run around and fix things without removing a trained up crew member from a vital system. So we'll save their stations. He comes pre-trained with level 1 piloting and level 1 fighting. Not that NG are good at fighting. NG are really bad. I think they have minus 25 debuff in their close combat ability. So he's minus 25 plus 10%, so he's still minus 15. Okay, that didn't send us on a quest, so we're just back to running normal pings. I think we'll come up this way and then come round and down and out. You notice an NG colony hiding on the other side of a nearby moon. It turns out they're excavating an equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and they suggest it might be used to lure the pursuing fleet. Okay, we can booby trap the cache, which costs us 2 missiles, but it delays the fleet for 2 jumps, or we can secure the cache, which will give us some equipment. Ooh, decisions. We do only have 8 fuel, so I'm not sure that delaying the fleet is going to do us much good, because I'm not sure we'll have enough fuel to make advantage of it, so let's just secure the cache. You have the NG complete their excavations and bring the supplies on board. We've got 34 scrap and an anti-personnel drone. Now these guys are pretty good fun. They have 150 health and they'll seek out and destroy any intruders on board our ship, which will help out our guys. That's handy. Again, I probably wouldn't buy an anti-personnel drone. I don't mind being given one for free. Okay, we can do this distress. If the quest is up here, we definitely don't have time. If we're lucky, it will say next sector, so let's talk to it. You arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It seems this distress beacon was a trap. Continue. Right, pause. That is a very large missile. It could be a breach, it could be a Hermes, it could be something else. But it'll be really slow to fire, and they have a level 1 laser, so we don't even need level 2 shields. We can do it with level 1. Then we can maximise our teleporter, maximise the med bay, again get the shield and weapon guy in here, because they have 2 NG crew, so they're really bad at close combat. Our 2 humans will tear through them in no time. First things first, let's smash the weapons. Burst laser 1, hull laser 2. Excellent. And to prevent this NG from repairing it and getting this missile back online, let's jump into that room. There, now they can't concentrate on fixing the system. All they can concentrate on is being killed in close combat, which is exactly what's going to happen. So this fight is over. We've already won. Just a matter of waiting. We might get some more dodge upgrades for Ryan and Stelly. Or not, there we are. There are no more life signs remaining. You strip it of useful materials. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 57 scrap. That's a huge amount. That's great. And bring our guys back. Put them in a med bay, heal them up. And prepare for the next beacon. There we are, 126 scrap. Another store would be very, very welcome right now. Again, let's put everything back to how it was. Ah, damn. That is annoying. There is a store, but it doesn't connect to this. We only have enough time to do one more ping before we have to get to the exit. And the store doesn't even connect to this one, so we'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would put the exit into this hatched area. That's something we are not going to risk. We're nowhere near good enough for that. Oh well. So long, store. Thanks for trying. What appeared to be a single damaged ship is in fact 2 ships that have smashed into each other. There is a flurry of comm signals and damage, and it's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be NG. They look locked together by the impact and can't free themselves. We can attempt to help the ships by prying them apart. We can ignore them, but we have a blue option because we have an NG crew member. We'll have our NG crew member hail the vessel and assess the damage. Your NG crew member refuses, in a halting use of adjectives and nouns, followed by some animated holographic aids. The NG explain the ships are using each other to, loosely translated, achieve a union. For some reason, the consolidation of ship matter sounds embarrassing and personal. You elect to leave the 2 NG ships to their business. After questioning your NG crew member, however, you do manage to salvage what scrap parts you can from the perimeter, even though you feel slightly dirty for doing so. So, another 1 missile, another 1 drone, another 19 scrap. Excellent. I don't think we have enough time, or do we? Do we have enough time to do this? I think we've just got enough time to do one more ping before the exit. Let's risk it. You spot a mantis ship hunting in the distance. Let's aid the civilians. You frown, power up the weapons and prepare to engage the mantis ship. Not today. Okay, they have another massive missile on a heavy laser 1, so we don't need 3 shield bubbles. However, what we have here are mantis, and mantis are very, very, very good at close combat. So we could get a ship kill, we could get a crew kill, but I'm not sure if our crew would survive long enough for the cooldown on the teleporter to get them back out. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's try it. What I will do, I will not teleport straight into a room with a mantis. What I'll do, I'll teleport into this room, which is far away from them. So it will take them a couple of seconds to run across the ship and engage our people, which will give us a couple of seconds cooldown. So it means they only have to last 10 or 13 seconds in combat with 2 angry mantises before escaping, hopefully. And before we do anything else, we're going to smash their weapons. Excellent. Right, let's jump in. Here come the mantoids. We're probably going to have to run away before the cooldown hits. See, our guys are getting ripped to pieces. Oh no, we're not too bad. We're not too bad. Okay. Double low health warning. Escape! And I think our engines man got an upgrade there. Yes. One of their shot missed, and our evasion, his evasion's gone up to 7. And the ship dodge has gone from 20 to 22, which is still pretty low, but it's better than it was. The missile's now charging, so again we're going to have to... Damn, missed. Good hit. Problem is we're dealing a little bit too much hull damage for my liking. Come on guys, come on guys, come on guys. Heal. Right, that's fine. This is as much healing as we're going to get. Again, we'll distract the mantis. Oh good, excellent. Oh. No, that's bad. Excellent. Cause the breach, which which means it's going to slow it down. I'm going to have to risk firing the burst laser 1 at this. Excellent, excellent. Managed to kill the NG. No more life signs detected on the pirate ship. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. So we got 3 fuel, 1 missile and another 38 scrap. Let's contact the civilians. They respond. It's a good thing you came along when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright and would like to help you as you helped me. The captain offers to install a piece of equipment on your ship. Another 20 scrap and another heavy laser. Thank you. Let's heal these guys, have a look. See, we didn't have any room for the weapon on our rack, so it's gone here into cargo instead. I don't think we're going to use this heavy laser 1. We've got better options already. Speaking of which, I am going to buy another power bar in the weapon system and power it. So we can do a big volley of 6 shots. 1 of which will do 2 damage. And 3 of which could cause breaches. This is actually really powerful. Right, let's put everyone back to where they came from. I'm going to buy another 2 power bars and put them here. So now everything's fully powered. If we get boarded, we can depower the... In fact, I'll leave this depowered so we've almost got 2 spare power. If needs be, we can boost the medbay or the teleporter or the anti-personnel drone, and if we need the ion bomb we can turn off the heavy laser 1. Okay, we misjudged that. The exit is in the red zone. This could get gnarly. See, we're in the rebel fleet. You found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. You must survive long enough to be able to jump to the next sector. Pause. Identify. Laser that does 2 shots. This is a heavy laser Mark II. This does 2 shots, each of them doing 2 damage, and they have a beam, so they can take down 4 layers of shield, do damage to us with their lasers, and damage us with the beam. They have a medical bay, so boarding is pretty much out of the question. They have 3 layers of shield. Aye, this is going to be an experience. Right, first thing we need to do is to try and damage the weapons. Burst laser, hull laser, heavy laser. Yes, we managed to turn something off. That's great. Next, a lot of shots is going into their shields. Burst laser, hull laser, heavy laser. Nope, missed, because they have pretty good dodge. Luckily for us, the enemy are quite stupid and they fire their weapons as soon as they're ready, so for them to damage us, they'll have to sync up at least both of their lasers, because this will do 2 shots, and that will take down 2 of our 3 lasers, which doesn't let this damage us. Or this will do 2 shots, and that will take off both of this, and this won't do damage. So the only way they can damage us is if both of these are active at the same time, and we've caused them to get out of sync with each other. I mean, they have different cooling times anyway. Right, let's try another. Oh, that was fairly good. I think we'll try that again. Just keep going at the shields. Okay, they actually did damage us. Let's get the NG in and put that fire out. Luckily we have pretty good doors, so the fires won't spread to the next room for quite a while. The NG should put that out pretty quickly. I think we're going to have to try and smash the weapons again. Excellent. Then we'll go for the shields. Keep an eye on our NG. He's put the fire out already. He's very quick. Put him in the med bay. Shield, shield, shield. Good. And then weapons again. Excellent. And then shields again. And their dodge has gone right down because they've taken their person out of piloting. Good for us, bad for them. Cool, survived. There's no time to salvage the enemy ship. You must jump away before the cruisers get into firing range. So like I said, if you get into this position, your one and only reward from these encounters is 1 fuel. Okay, reached the end of Sector 4, the NG homeworlds. We found plenty of stores. Still didn't find a defense drone. We were given an anti-personnel drone, who when we activate will spawn in the ship and kill enemy boarders. We got another heavy laser from an event. We sold our FTL jammer and bought a reverse ion field to get 50% resistance to enemy ion damage. We bought a hull laser 1, so we now do 6 shots. We got Varnas, this NG, who's our specialist repairing guy, so he'll come in handy. Didn't upgrade too many things. We upgraded the weapons to allow us to fire our 6 shots. So let's move on to Sector 5. Now, we are going to have to do at least 1 nebula more in this run. So I think, because we've only got 9 fuel, we're going to do this civilian sector. Try and convert some of this cash into fuel and other things, and then hit one of these 2 nebula, and then move on. You've entered Zoltan territory. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured a fair hearing. Right, let's have a look at the sector map. Oh, look at that, 2 stores right away. So I think we're going to do this ping. Oh god, that's a bit annoying. I was hoping that this one would be connected to this, because then we'd definitely have enough time to do that, then the store, then this store, before the enemy fleet absorbed that store. I think we're going to come down this way, do this one, this one, this one, then the store, then out. So you notice as we're moving on in the game, this is Sector 5, there's less and less pings, so there's less and less chances to earn scrap. So we might have to come down here, hit this store, and then jump into the nebula, just to slow the enemy fleet down a bit and give us some time to actually earn some scrap. There are few more zealous in their customs checks than the Zoltan. A team of border police beam on board. There's just a little confusion over your weapon licenses, but things escalate rapidly from heated discussion to gunfire. Intruders on board. Right, oh my god, there's 4 of them. Right, let's pause. Let's identify. They have a missile. This looks very much like a heavy ion, which does 2 ion damage. That's fine. They haven't... I'm not sure why they've got an ion thing, but they luckily don't have a weapon. So they're not actually going to be able to damage us other than the missile, which is a bit annoying. This green bar and this green bubble around them is a Zoltan shield. And this will absorb fire until this green bar is depleted, and then we can start taking down their normal shield. And also we can't teleport on board their ship whilst this green thing is up. Now, we've been boarded by 4 people, that's quite a few. So what we're going to do, we're going to vent them into space. We're going to turn on our anti-personnel drone, and he'll go and distract them. He'll probably get killed because 4 of them is quite a lot of damage. Keep the guy in shields for the moment at least, and we'll use our volley to start stripping away this green. We'll see how many hits. Oh, excellent. Zoltan shield gone in a 1-er. The next volley of shots will disable their weapons. Okay, this has got them distracted. Because they're Zoltans, they've probably got any health, so they'll suffocate really quite quickly. That's fine. Excellent. So how many shots do we want to do? All of them. Oops, fired the wrong weapon. Whoa. Okay. 1 of them's dead. These 3 all suffocate quite quickly. Good. Notice the Zoltans explode. When they die, they deal area of effect damage to any of our people. Let's open the internal doors to equalise the pressure. We'll get these 2 guys to board, get the NG to repair the shields. We'll close the doors again. Then we'll do... I think we'll do the burst laser 1 and the heavy laser one. At most it will, well actually no, that's not. I was hoping to reduce their health a little bit more before we go in, but I don't want to destroy the ship. If we did the burst laser 1 and they all hit, it'd do 1, 2, 3, take down the 2 shield bubbles and do 1 damage to this. If it turned it red, that'd take another hull damage off. And then if we do the heavy laser, that'd do another 2. Okay, I think we'll do that. So it's burst laser 1, heavy laser. Excellent. See, they've got hardly any health now, so they'll be nice and quick for our guys to pick off. Just notice how much damage we take when they explode. Boom, it's quite a chunk. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it. Eventually you find a prisoner who offers to join your crew. 27 scrap, and Weston, who is level 1 engines and level 1 repair. He's a slug man. I'll talk about the slugs in a minute. That was why I wanted to reduce their health, because if we'd had to punch them to death, we would have been taking more damage from them, and their death explosions may have killed our crew. That's why I took the time to work out how to damage them a bit more. Slug men aren't especially special. They don't have any... Well, they do have a special ability. They can actually see enemy crew even though your sensors are disabled. They come in really handy in Nebula if you're a boarding ship like we are. Other than that, they just have 100 health. They're pretty adequate at everything else. So we'll put him in sensors at the minute. Yeah, this will let us see the enemy weapon charge time. It's not all that useful for us, but it would be nice. Let's see what we find here. Like many areas in Zoltan space, the residents of this sector prepared well for galactic war. The military here seem to have given up reasoning with foreigners, preparing instead to attack on sight. Uh-oh. Okay. What we have here is a heavy laser 1, a missile. This is a beam weapon. I mean, we've seen mini beams, but this is a much larger beam. This will draw a longer line across our ship. It doesn't matter, because that can only damage us if our shields are all down. This is not going to put our shields down. They do have a med bay. There's 4 of them. We could probably get a crew kill if we use the ion bomb to turn off their medical bay. First things first, let's strip away the Zoltan shield. Not quite. The presence of that missile is going to annoy me. Let's try and smash their weapons. Turned off everything but the thing I wanted to turn off. That's really annoying. Now it goes off. Oh, thank God it missed both times. I don't think we're going to get the crew kill. It's going to be too difficult to manage keeping the missile off and damaging this. No, if we jumped our 2 crew in, their health is still too high. They'd probably get killed by the crew explosion. And we definitely wouldn't last long enough to kill all 3. And that means by the time we come back to heal up, they'll have repaired the med bay and we'd have to destroy it again, and they don't have enough hull to let us do that. Unless we use the ion bomb. Let's actually try this. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What we need to do is to jump into the med bay. Kill this guy. Come on guys, kill him. Good. And weaken these 2, but not kill them. And then jump away, because if we had killed them, they would have exploded. Okay, let's depower that and heal our guys up faster, because we need to get back on board that ship. Okay, even if they fix the med bay, it's now ioned for a count of 4, which hasn't done us much good. Because somehow, even with 4 ion, they're still being healed, which is really quite annoying. I'm just gonna kill them. That strategy was not working. The missile was hitting us far too often. I'm just gonna have to kill him. If we can. We're taking tons of damage here. Oh well. Maybe I shouldn't have tried that. That was a waste of hull. Ship explodes, leaving 1 fuel, 2 missiles, 55 scrap. And quite a lot of people took health damage from the missiles hitting them in the head. Okay, everybody's back to full health. Return to stations. NG, go and fix up the drone control, please. There it is. Right, onwards. You discover one of the rebels' autonomous scouts. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Continue. Okay, pause. Identify. Ion 1, Laser 1, so they can only take down 2 layers of shield, that's fine. It's just a beam drone, but that can't do anything because they can't take down enough shields to hurt us. Good, right, let's just smash their shields. So we're encountering enemies with 2 and 3 layers of shield now. Next up, I think I want to do piloting, so all our subsequent shots will then hit. Now, this is interesting. We've breached this room on the scout, and scouts cannot repair rooms that have a breach, so the piloting is permanently damaged and destroyed now. Not that it makes much difference. Oh look. Mikhail is now fully trained, maximum skill at weapons, so he's recharging 20% faster. Boom. Lovely. Ship explodes. We get 2 fuel, 1 drone, 46 scrap. Excellent. Right, let's do this store. Decisions to make. We do have enough time to go to this store and this store before coming out, but then I don't think we'd have time to do this store and then this distress. Or we can do this distress and only this store, because then that store will be gone by then. That store might be gone anyway. Let's do the distress, then this store. It appears a distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Let's investigate. You find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been here for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. We can bring him back in hopes of finding some help. Leave him to his ravings, allow our slug crew to assess his mental state, or bring him to the medbay. I think we'll try the medbay. Excellent. Once inside your medbay, the system is able to restore his body and undo some of the damage to his brain. Once awake, he states, I feel almost like my own self again. Thank you. Please let me serve on your ship. So we've got Charlie the Slugman, who is super maximum trained on shields. Well, that's cool. He can replace this guy in shields. That's good, because Zaz was one of our 2 boarding party anyway. Weston's not really doing anything there, so we'll put him into the teleporter. So we now have pretty much a 2-man permanent boarding party. Yes, I know Mikhail was the best fighter we have, but he's also super trained in weapons, and I'm not spending another 100 odd weapon firings to train someone else up. So this is our boarding crew now. Right, cool. Right, so it's store, this one, distress, nebula, that one, out. The Zoltan are fascinated by other species and have set up something of an alien knick-knack shop here. Why not take a look? Why not indeed? Okay, we can buy more crew if we want. None of them are particularly good. If we had a Mantis on offer, I'd probably buy Mantis, because I want Mantis boarding crew, because they're better at combat than anyone else. There's some pretty fun weapons on offer. We have another hull laser 1 and a fire beam. I'm tempted to get rid of both our heavy lasers and buy the fire beam, so I think I'm gonna do that. Fire beams are ridiculous weapons of war. Okay, so now we need to make sure we have another weapon power. So let's spend 75 and another that. Okay. This is commonly known to in the FTL community as the War Crimes Beam. Instead of doing physical damage in a line, it sets fires in a line. And this is extremely good when trying to get crew kills. Extremely good indeed. And of course it causes fire damage, which damages systems over time as well. So you can completely decimate a ship using the fire beam. And because we have 3 shots on this and 2 shots on this, we can put down 5 layers of shield. Because as we know, beams need all the shields to go down to be functional. So this should be a really nice setup. And we'll keep some money in the bank, but lots more fuel because we know we're going to go through a few nebula. Let's go here. This beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout. A fight is unavoidable. Right, well, the fire beam is useless because auto scouts don't have any crew to kill and they're completely vented of oxygen anyway. Let's pause, let's have a look. They have 1 laser that does 1. They have a mini beam, so we're completely immune to this side of it. This side of it is a bit scary. They have a missile and a bomb of some description. So the first thing we're going to do is to smash their weapon system. Well, that was just about perfect. The hull laser has breached it, and that fire managed to last long enough to destroy it, and because it's breached, it cannot be repaired. So this scout is now completely harmless, and at our mercy. And we'll just finish it off with the hull laser. There we are. Nice and easy. Ship explodes. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, 45 more scrap. Now before we move on, I'm going to increase our engines because dodging being at 24 is just pathetic. Let's do that much. See what happens when we put 2 more power in. Goes from 24 to 34. That's much more like it. And we'll depower that so we have our usual 2 spare here to divert whatever else we need it. Let's check out this distress call. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. Well, this is the same fire event we had way back in Sector 2, I think it was, so we'll send the rock crewman in. As usual, he puts the fires out, contact the survivors. They give out 62 scrap and long range scanner augmentation. Long range scanners lets you see what's at any beacons surrounding your current location. It's not much use to us. And this is giving us so much scrap. This is making us 50% resistant to ions, and this is letting us fire first. So we're keeping all these. We're just going to ignore that one and move on. Okay, I think we can go here, then here, then here, then out. Because remember, going here, because they're nebula, this will slow them down quite a bit. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates and open fire. See, this is the power of the Slugman. Even though we're in a nebula and our sensors don't work, we can still identify who's on the ship. 3 rockmen, that's 450 hit points. They do have a med bay, they have a laser Mark II, so we're immune to that. And they have a missile, which is really quite annoying. And annoyingly, they're immune to fire. So what we'll do, we'll try and smash the weapons, we'll try and set fire to the rest of the ship enemy just to smash all their systems. Right, let's show you how beams work. This is the first time you've had a beam. You click on it, you click on the start point, and along this path, every square, see like here, every square that this beam passes through has a decent chance to have a fire started along its path. So let's draw a line up here. Now we can't see if there's fires. Well, there is, because they have the we're putting out a fire animation. Annoyingly, we didn't turn off their missile and it hit us in the med bay. That's fine. NJ can go and fix that. We'll turn it off now. That's good. We managed to distract them. Because they have so much health and there's so many of them and they have a missile, we're not going to get the crew kill. We are just going to do more fire again. Because as you know, every time the system goes red, it takes off a hull. Not that they're going to last long enough for that. All their systems suffering, the rock ship attempts to make contact. Alien vessels, cease your attack, we will pay. Well, they're offering us 1 fuel, 2 missiles and 24 scrap. No thank you, you can just die. There you are. Ship explodes, we get 1 fuel, 1 scrap and 55... Well, 1 fuel, 1 drone and 55 scrap. That's much better, thank you. Let's go here, here, then out. Inside this nebula you detect a rogue planet drifting through space. On its surface a huge monolith visible from this distance even to the naked eye. A Zoltan elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intent you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just desserts. Okay, what do we think? Pull the ship in closer or leave? Sometimes you get like a free weapon and loads of scrap. Sometimes they decide you've been naughty and kill one of your crew. So I think we're just going to leave. Your mission is to save this Federation, not discover new wonders around the galaxy. You prepare to jump. Right, everyone's still alive. That's good. Let's get out of here. Your ship is hailed. This is an automated message. Resisting our takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. It appears this rebel ship is run by an AI. Okay. Pause. Identify. Burst laser Mark II, which does 3 shots. Heavy laser 2, which does 2, so this thing does 5 shots. And what it's done here is that it's cloaked. And because it's cloaked, we can't fire at it until it decloaks. And it's not going to decloak until both of these weapons are ready to fire. So it is going to fire a volley of 5 shots. But hopefully we've upgraded our dodge enough. I mean, 34% chance means that a third of these 5 shots should miss, so hopefully 2 of them will miss. Let's see. Okay. That is their cloaking device, but we need to smash the weapons. No, damn. Everyone needs to pile in here, because these fires will spread into this room very quickly. Then I'd rather destroy the cloak, and we've destroyed their weapons. Oh, that was a nightmare. That was not cool. No, we got lots of scrap out of it. We have taken a whole ton of hull damage. Because we don't have any defense to missiles, we are taking a lot of missile damage. Okay, no more time for anything else. Let's go to the exit. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. We can board the station and look for survivors, or we can just scrap some of the debris. I think we're going to just scrap some of the debris. Okay, we get 62 scrap. That's pretty good. 306. Next sector is a nebula of some description. I think I'd rather go to this one and give ourselves a choice of green or red depending on what happens here. Before that, we might want to do some more upgrades to the ship. We do have 300 scrap to play with. I really want to get the dodge up quite a bit higher. 42%, that's pretty good. And this means that both of our guys will be training faster because more shots will be missing. And as soon as they get trained to maximum level, this will go up to like 50, close to 50%. 50% dodge is pretty damn good. I think we'll leave the scrap at 141 in case we find a store quite quickly. Hopefully a defense drone and maybe some mantis that we can hire. You can only hold 8 crew at maximum, so if we find any mantises, we'll have to get rid of someone. But that's fine, you don't lose anything from getting rid of someone. So that'll all be in the next episode, in which we'll take on Sector 6. Hope you come back for that, and I hope we get a chance to use the War Crimes beam in the manner in which it was intended. So come back for that, and until then, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you later.